everyone, Judy here at Hearty Farm. I'm in my kitchen this morning. I've been outside and done up the work outside, and now I've come in, and this is Saturday and tomorrow is Sunday. Larry and I like to go to church on Sunday morning, and it's difficult for us to get there because before church we need to feed the pigs, and I need to milk Pixie, and he needs to move the goats to another pasture. And we always have breakfast that we cook from scratch, and to do all that and get to church at 10 is difficult for us to do. So right now I'm getting ready to make a frittata so that we can have that for breakfast in the morning, and all I would have to do is just to warm it up. So I thought I would show you how that I make a frittata, and it's not an exact recipe. Recipes are to get ideas from and then to adapt it to what works for you. So I use what I have available at the time, but I'm going to quickly take you along and just show you how I make one, and then maybe you would like to do that for yourself with the ingredients that you choose. Okay, this morning I'm using chopped tomatoes. That would be the health kick tomatoes from our garden. Chopped onions. Then I have some okra left from another meal that I'm going to add to this dish. And 3 cloves of garlic that I've chopped. And 6 eggs. And I have some spices, seasonings. I'm going to use salt and cayenne pepper and oregano, and you can choose the seasonings you like and season it to your taste. And then I have about a half a pound of ground beef that I'm going to add to this recipe also, and it would be perfectly fine to use a pound of ground beef or ground pork or sausage, whatever you like. I'm working with a pan that I used yesterday to cook a pork chop in, so I think that adds good flavors to things when I save pans like that to use later. And the first thing I'm going to do is add the onions and brown those, or caramelize them. And while those are cooking, I'm going to whip up these eggs with a fork. This is the house that I grew up in. I grew up on this farm with 4 siblings, 3 sisters and 1 brother. And I used to help my mom in the kitchen. We all had to help on the farm, do whatever needed to be done. I've got my oven set to preheat to 375 degrees. And the onions are getting brown, so now I'm going to add the ground beef and cook that. Now that's cooked enough, and I'm going to add other ingredients. This is the garlic. And this is the okra that I had left yesterday. And these are my seasonings. I'll stir that up good. And now I'll add my tomatoes. Now let that get hot, and then I'll add the eggs. 6 eggs here, and you can adjust ingredients to what you think works best for you. And I'm just going to move it a little to try to get it all to mix together without disturbing it too much. Now, this would be very good with cheese sprinkled over the top of it. I'm going to put this in the oven and finish cooking it in the oven. And I don't use cheese because I don't use dairy now. I've come up with a skin problem that's very severe, and I found out that if I leave off dairy and grains and dried beans, that it keeps the skin problem from being bad again. So this is all I'm going to put on mine, but if you want to put cheese on top of yours, it would be very good. So now I'm going to put it in the oven and finish cooking it until it browns on top. Alright, now this is done. And you can see how firm it looks now, and it's brown on top, so it's ready to eat. I'll let it set a few minutes before we cut it and serve it. And there it is, served with fried potatoes. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching.